118. That's our first weight division. You see Jason Nuri. He is the number 3 seed. Sheldon Thomas, the 4th seed from Clarion. And the names you see on the left there: Morgan, Durlacher, Mena, the great one from Iowa, Pitts, Miller, and Valdez. They are all All-Americans. The top 8 finishers in each weight division are All-Americans. And there's a good look at the young man from Clarion, Sheldon Thomas, the junior, 23, just last Thursday, 31-4 this year. He's won 88 matches in his 3-year career, but he was a loser to Nuri from Iowa State, the senior, who's 23 years of age. Nuri 38-3 on the year.
Now, Nuri will be in red, the Iowa State colors, also wearing the red anklets. Thomas will be wearing the green anklets. He is in the white uniform. Underway. Thomas wants to be aggressive. He says he wants to stay in Nuri's face, make him work very, very hard. And of course, he's got some good leg shots. Both these athletes have good leg shots. Nuri a bit more conservative, and it's Thomas striking first, quick takedown. Just basically a pass by, leading with the arm and the head, taking him off balance, spinning behind. Great technique, quick score.
Thomas says he likes to continually move, work for position, stay in position. And he's up 2-zip.
And that's something very difficult for younger wrestlers to understand. When you use a lot of motion, quite often you take yourself out of good wrestling position, that good crouch stance. And that's why he says it's so important, even when you use motion, to keep proper position. And onto the leg, he needs to move up here. Continue to ride hard, and he's doing just that. Nuri here, he needs hand control first, and then to start to work his head up, keep his back straight, and get to his feet.
Both wrestlers said their style was aggressive. Thomas had the upset over Mena, whereas Nuri backed off the 10th seed Lindsey Durlacher, who had the easier road.
That was a big win for Thomas, knocking off Mike Mena. Iowa well represented here in Minneapolis, being so close by. And he beat the crowd, and he beat the number 1 seed.
Stalemate there. They go back to the position that they had.
Dave, I'll tell you what, if you're a wrestler out there, I don't think there's any easy road, but certainly among the seeded wrestlers, it seemed that Nuri had the easier bracket.
Thomas has the riding time advantage. It's at 1:08.
And he also cut him loose for the point. He did something very smart there. Wait till he garnered riding time, then release your opponent. Now they'll work on their feet again. Riding time will not come into play until the end of the match. You need a minute more than your opponent. And regardless of how many minutes more you have, you still only receive 1 point.
Sheldon Thomas says his family, and particularly his dad, who wrestled with 3 older brothers, were the biggest influence.
And they're going right back to the takedown thing here. Thomas continually moving forward. That's that aggressive style he says he likes. And quite often that gives you the best feel of your opponent. If you're not in on your opponent, if there's no contact, it's very, very difficult. The fireman's carry by Nuri. He's in good position here, trying to get Thomas's ankle. That'll be a takedown. Great job by Jason Nuri. Stayed with it.
So he takes the lead 3-2 from Dyersville, Iowa. That's the site of the Field of Dreams movie set, which has now become a tourist attraction. Small town that gets a lot of folks around now.
Nuri worked that overhook very well. Thomas, a very weak underhook, elbow pointing down. Nuri took full advantage, tried what's called the dump, using just that underhook pressure, but then he was able to garner Thomas's leg and finish that fireman's carry. Thomas actually turned away to prevent from going to his back. Thomas now good hand control. You see that. You see Nuri trying to lift him to bring him back to the mat. And they'll go out of bounds. They'll start again.
Just 20 seconds left in this first period. 3 minutes in the first period, 2 in the second and the third. There could be sudden death. Easy. There could be a tie break. We'll talk more about that as time goes on.
There again, great hand control by Thomas. You can see him holding the one arm away, and Nuri will drive him out of bounds again. That'll start to catch the eye of the officials. There's absolutely no pinning combination or no threat of any kind of back points here. This is strictly just riding him and taking him out of bounds, and wrestling is to work for the fall.
Riding time down to a 25-second advantage. 2 seconds, 1 second. Nothing doing there. We take a quick timeout. We've had the first period in the 118s, and it's Nuri up 3-2.
Hi, who's this?
Mel?
What you thinking about, Mel?
Something sweet.
Like what?
Creamy caramel?
What would you like to do with it?
I'd cover it with roasted peanuts.
Roasted peanuts and creamy caramel? Mel, you're making me so hungry.
What you want is a payday. Rent a Blockbuster Video and get your second video rental free with 5 UPC codes from Payday Candy Bars.
Round 3 of the 118s between Nuri and Thomas. There was not much action in round 2, so we go directly now to round number 3 with Nuri, the young man from Iowa State, the 3 seed, with a 1-point advantage over Thomas, the 4 seed, 3-2.
Nuri in on a single. Has an opportunity to garner a takedown here against Thomas. These would be big points. Thomas now looking for what we call the stalemate. He's just locking up and trying to hang on to Nuri so that neither wrestler can improve position.
No, it's not.
The referee's giving Nuri a full opportunity here to work his stuff. Thomas still able to counter. In the sprawl position, they go right back at it again.
Thomas scored to start this period and tie it at 3-all.
There's the stalemate. And one point about the second period, Thomas was able to ride Nuri out. He kept him down the full 2 minutes. He now possesses 2 minutes and 16 seconds worth of riding time. He is now guaranteed riding time.
He did a good job there of hanging on when it looked like he might get in trouble as well.
Very good counter. And that's a big thing about wrestling. It's one thing to set him up so you can get a good penetration step and get to the leg. And there is that pass by once again. The second time in the match now. Thomas has caught Nuri with that hold.
5-3 advantage. And riding points. The number 4 upset the number 1, Mike Mena, last night, 6-4.
Bobby Douglas screaming encouragement to Nuri, trying to motivate his athlete here to get out from the bottom and get back into this match. And there he does it.
That's a point for Nuri, 5-4.
And strategy-wise, the score is 6-4. There is riding time. It's guaranteed. Nuri knows that. He needs a takedown now to knot it up. And he's in.
He's ticking down.
He's in again. Let's see if Thomas can play this counter game yet again.
He's got 15 seconds to hold on.
Looks like he's going to be able to do this. He just wants to hang on to the ankles, keep his legs hooked under Nuri's arms like that. Referee will either have to call a stalemate or they're just going to roll on the ground with this, and he's going to do it.
It's going to roll out. That's it. Sheldon Thomas from Clarion in Pennsylvania, the junior, just 23 last Thursday, gets a glorious birthday present. The national championship at 118.
Very confident, had that great pass-by technique, just a little upper body, a twitch that throws the opponent by.
Mena last night, Nuri tonight, and only a junior.
And there's that finish of that technique. You just waited for Nuri to push into him. He snapped the head, pulled the arm by it, spin behind. Winning takedown points right there.
Two-time All-American. Last year he finished 5th here. He got everything he came here for in Minneapolis. So we've got a winner at 118. Coming up in just a little bit from the Target Center, Sanshiro Abe, the #1 seed.